Hey y'all, hello my divine ladies. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, this is your host, Smiling Divine. Welcome. So, on my channel, I like to speak from a conservative view. And on top of that, I like to focus on things that help uplift and motivate women into embracing her femininity and learning how to be in receiving mode. Okay, because that is what femininity is, when you can receive and you allow a masculine energy to provide. So I feel like I have to talk about this title because I feel like this is something that is so important when it comes to leveling up. Hey girl, how you doing, boo? Because I don't think they talk about this enough. I don't think they talk about it at all. But one thing's for sure, when I first started leveling up, and for those who like are like, what is leveling up? Basically, coming from doing throwing out the old and the bad and turning in the new, treating yourself like the prize. So like, if you used to look a certain way, like, maybe like you didn't care about your parents, whatever the case is, you start taking better care of yourself so you could attract, right? Now, I feel like the things that has been misinterpreted a lot, because when I started, leveling up, one thing's for sure, the information told to me was go out, um, freestyle, and that way I could manifest and try to attract, a man or whatever the case is for me, whatever, right? And though a lot of women were doing it, I just find that it's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of money. It's such a waste of energy. Because the thing that a lot of women understand, when you're out freestyling, these women are being told to freestyle in order to attract a man. But that's the wrong information, because the way I feel freestyling, you know, to me, I feel like what women need to be taught. So freestyling is basically women going to places to, so basically, for example, right, she would get dressed up, look good, whatever the case is, maybe go to like a rich neighborhood or something like that, dress in a way to have someone pick her. Basically, that's how what freestyle is to me. You dress in a way so you can get picked by, hopefully, quote unquote, a, wealthy man or a provider man or a man who's going to be masculine energy enough to notice you, to want to pick you, and whatnot, or whatever the case is. And I'm telling you, I used to do it like all the time. And I realized that was the problem, because I kept trying to find something outside of myself. I kept trying to find something that, that would align with me or whatever the case is, and not realizing that the power is within me the whole time. So when we're taught to freestyle, we're taught to look for somebody outside of ourselves. That's why people want to get in relationships, right? Because they want somebody to give them validation. Pick me, make me feel good about me by giving me gifts, by giving me money, by making this or whatever. Not realizing that they got to learn how to make themselves feel good first, right? They need to find how what makes them happy first. And I'm guarantee you it's not another person, because that's a lot of responsibility to give to somebody else, and power to give to somebody else to make you feel happy. If this person doesn't do this for me, I won't be happy. If this person doesn't give me money, I won't be happy. But why not treat ourselves the way we want to be treated? If you want to go out to a nice restaurant for yourself, not because you hope to attract a man, then do it for yourself and make love to the food. Be like, oh my God, this is the best meal ever. And you just take that in. That's the thing. You gotta be so focused on you that you don't even care about anybody else around you. You know what? And one thing I realized, this is something that children have a gift of. They have the gift of being selfish. Children are extremely selfish because you know what? That's the only thing they know. Self preservation. And I was in the bank today earlier and I seen this little boy. His mother was trying to get things done at the bank, and she was trying to get this thing fixed, but he didn't care. Mind you, it's Monday. Everybody is like lined up. People, people are just trying to get things, uh, situated, whatever the case is. And this little boy was adamant. I want to see the phone. I want to see the phone now. I want to see the phone. Da, da, da. And she was trying to do her thing, but he was like, he didn't care who was watching him. He didn't care. He was acting a fool. He didn't care because what he wanted was what he wanted right there and then. He wanted her to stop what she was doing and focus on him, right? And he didn't care because he's like, this is what's gonna make me happy, right? This is what's gonna make me happy. So this is the thing that a lot of us need to understand. This is the things that we need to understand is that how could we focus on ourselves more? How could we focus on ourselves more? Because when you focus on yourself more, when you pay attention to yourself more, it's very hard for you to take in somebody else's energy, somebody else's action, somebody else's anything, because you're so focused on what makes you happy. The reason why a lot of people find themselves in problems and situations because they're trying to fix things outside of themselves instead of just focusing on them. And I feel that is the easiest thing a woman can do. It's actually to be selfish and to focus on herself. But when she's going out trying to find something outside of herself, she literally attracts trash. She literally attracts doodle. She attracts things that's not going to be in alignment with her. So when your mind's right, I'm telling you, everything will follow. But when you are out here seeking something outside of yourself, you end up attracting, something that won't be in line with you. You got to be so focused on you that it doesn't even matter. If you meet somebody, hey, great. If you don't, it doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, all you're focused on is you. But again, they're not teaching women that a lot. They're not teaching women to focus on herself. They're teaching her that in order for her to be happy, she needs to be in a relationship. She needs to be married. She needs to be with somebody. She needs to have something going for herself. She needs to either have a child, she needs to have a pet, she needs to have a career, she needs to have something to be happy. She just can't be. She just can't be, you know? So it's like, and I know some people are like, oh, what is that even for freestyle? Freestyling, like I said, it's something that's been taught in the level up community, something that's been taught, to women that this is the best way for her to find somebody. Is to go out there and search and find it. Find it. She has to go somewhere. Go to this part of town and do this. But it's not like you can do that for you, not to do it just because you want to attract somebody, but do it for you. Self-love is the best love. It's the only thing that matters. Because when you're in good vibration with yourself, when you treat yourself good, when you really focus on you, I'm telling you, it is so hard to let anything or anyone penetrate that energy because you're so focused on yourself. You're like, you know what? This is not going to make me happy right now. And if it's not going to make me happy, then what's the point of doing it? And it's such great like power for women to not have to do anything she does not want to do. If I don't feel like, doing this, I'm not going to do it because it's not in alignment with my energy. My energy, I'm right now, my goal is to preserve my energy as much as I possibly can. I need to preserve it. This is what I need to do. I need to preserve my energy by any means necessary. If it means that I need to tune out people or tune out situations or tune out things that's not in alignment with me, then that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. But like being taught to go out of our way to attract to go out of our way to attract a certain somebody, if you dress like this, if you carry yourself like this, if you do this, then you're going to attract the right person for you. You're going to attract them, and I'm just like, and I'm telling you, I've been taught that, more than just focusing on me. What happened to just focusing on my well-being, how I feel? And when you feel good, believe me, it's going to reflect in the way you carry yourself. It's going to reflect in the type of people you attract. It's going to reflect that on your surroundings. It's going to reflect that. How you feel about yourself is going to reflect that in every situation, whether it's good or bad. Everything that happens to someone is because their own past thoughts and actions as to why they attracted that to begin with. Hey girl, how you doing, boo? Yep, women are also taught to put our lives on the back burner once we get into a relationship. Exactly. Because like I said, women are too busy trying to find somebody outside of herself. She's too busy trying to do that. Oh, if I just do this, then I will track the right man. Not realizing that it has to do with how she feels about herself. Because how you feel about yourself matters. And if somebody's not aligned with how you feel about yourself, then that tells you gotta, either distance yourself, maybe have to, um, focus on you, focus on your mental being, because that's what matters. Focus on 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 how you feel. What if I actually attracted a man like this or whatever? Say, for example, how would that make me feel? Because everything, that's the secret. Everything is how you feel about yourself. And when you feel good, I'm telling you, that energy, there's nothing that can get to it because you're on cloud nine. And it's possible to feel like that every day because there's always something to be grateful for. You go down your grateful list, you go down your gratitude list, you start realizing, oh my God, I have so much things to be grateful for. I can see, I can hear, I can speak, I can walk. I thank God for my legs. I thank God for my hair. I thank God for my teeth, my smile. I am so grateful for this. Every single day you wake up, you say, oh, I'm so glad to be alive. Woo! And you just walk with that energy. People are gonna be like, what's going on? What's happening? I'm just so happy. This is just me. This is my energy. Like, woo, yes, woo. You just start dancing to yourself. You start singing to yourself. You don't even bother with the news. You don't bother with anything that's going to bring your vibration down because you can't afford it. When you want to attract, when you want to manifest the type of lifestyle that you want, it starts with you, not with anybody else. It starts with you. This is the most important thing that women need to understand. Anything that she wants in this world starts with her. If she wants to attract a certain type of man, it doesn't matter her going to a certain place. She has to literally find herself. In order to attract wealthy, you got to feel wealthy. In order to attract a generous person, you got to be generous yourself. You have to attract that like-minded energy. Somebody who is aligned with that. And someone who isn't aligned with that, you just keep it moving. Because you can't afford to be around somebody who's going to make you feel bad or question who you are. This is why I feel like it's such a waste of time to trying to go out of your way for somebody to pick you when you just got to focus on you. That's it. That's it. This is why I feel like this is something like, and it's funny because it took for me to experience things, to understand why something would make sense and why it wouldn't. Because like I said, I was taught to be like, oh, this is the best way to do it. In order for me to attract what I want, I gotta dress a certain way, I gotta be a certain place, I gotta do this in order to do it. But that's not it. The point is for you to focus on how you feel. What makes you, if something makes you feel bad, you need to switch that energy to change how you can feel good. That's the point. We literally have to feel good. We got to start feeling good about ourselves right now. That's how we start doing it. Exactly, baby queen. Women are born wealthy. It all depends on if she knows her value or not. Literally, if women understood how much money she really has out there, there's money being printed every single day. Every single day, there's money being printed. We already have our set amount set because, like I said, what I was taught, and I realized it was teaching me to be more of a, I guess, pick me. When I think about it, you know, this is how you will get picked. You got to be like this. You got to be like that. There's nothing wrong with having good manners. There's nothing wrong with dressing your best, but it's not to impress anybody. It's to impress yourself. When I dress good, I dress for me. Even when I'm at home and I'm not even going anywhere, I still want to look good. I still want to carry myself good. I still want to do that because that's the reflection that I see for myself and what I see attracting. But I don't even focus on what if I need to be in a relationship, or if I need a man or I need a provider. It's not about focusing on that. It's literally focus on yourself. That is the best thing a woman can do. It is the easiest thing we can do. It's the easiest thing we can do. When we have children under 5, yeah, we help them get to that whatever they need help. After that, literally they're on their own. They got to figure out things themselves because that's how they learn. That's how they learn. I used to always be like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And it literally brought me all this energy to trying to, help somebody else out, help them, help do, I'm just like, you know what? I just need to focus on me. That's it. This is all I need to do right now because that's the only thing that I could really do good at. I'm not gonna disappoint me. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, and I can't disappoint me. You know what I mean? Like I just it's easier. And now if women can start doing that, that's the best way. That's the best way for her to attract what she wants is by focusing on herself. When you focus on yourself, not even paying attention to those around you, anything negative, anything that's not in alignment with you, you're not paying attention to it. There's no point of paying attention to something that's not in line with you. There's no point. There's a lot of women who want to focus on things that doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is your growth, and what you want. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel happy? You know? Yes, thank you, baby queen. Thank you. You know, I know some people need a little extra time, you know, but thank you, baby queen, for explaining because I was like, oh, I just, whatever. But yeah, like I said, sometimes people will focus they're so prone to focus on negative things. They just get more of it. There's actually people who are just prone to it. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I used to engage in it a lot. I used to engage in it a lot. That was something that I was like, yeah, it was so easy for me to focus on negativity, but it didn't make me feel good. Afterwards, I would feel drained. But now I just focus on things that make me feel good, things that just make me feel happy because it's easier. It's a lot easier doing that. I'm telling you, it is so much easier. A lot easier. A lot easier. Believe me when I tell you, ladies, it is so much easier. Like when you want to look good, do it for you. Do it for you. If it makes you feel good, looking a certain way, then by all means, who am I to tell you otherwise? Everybody has their own destination. Everyone has their own calling. Everyone has their own thing. That's it. I realized that because even, I thought to myself, like, when I go out, I used to always focus on other people. And that all it did was feed my own insecurity about myself. I used to focus on everybody else but me. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at this woman. Oh, look at them. Look at this. Look at that. It was like I was drawn to it because that's all I talked about. So I was drawn to, like, just, oh my God, here goes another one. Here goes this and this. Oh my God. And I just thought to myself, you know what? I literally had to cut all of that out. I literally had to be like, you know what? I don't want, man, how somebody wants to live their life, that is totally up to them. I'm going to just focus on me. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Just focus on me. It's easier. And you know what? It's been giving me great results because I just feel I feel a sense of energy. And I'm just like, oh, I just feel like I had to share this because I really want a woman to understand this. But at the end of the day, every woman has their own journey. Every woman has their own journey. But like I'm telling you right now, the best thing a woman can do in her present moment is literally focus on herself. This is it. There's always going to be somebody around you that is just drawn to negativity, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't save people when you're trying to save yourself. That's the most important thing. You literally have to save yourself. Someone, somebody wants to tell you something negative about somebody else. It's like, that has nothing to do with you. You're like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Why do I care about who's going through this, who's going through that? That got nothing to do with me. And the more you push the energy out, the more people feel more mindful about, you know, she's not even gonna want to, listen to this. She's not even gonna want to hear this. She's not even just there's just no point, right? You know, he said there are women who literally dress up and look awkward in high end places because she hasn't done the work. Trying to track something you're not is hard. Exactly. Woo, child, say it again. And to me, I'm like, why not go to a high end place just to feel the energy for yourself? Not because you want a man to pick you or even pay attention to you or even try to talk to you. Because I'm telling you, every time, and this happens every single time, it never fails. When I'm so focused on me, that's when people are like, are drawn to, like, oh, wow, you're so happy, or wow, look at you. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, there's nothing for me to complain about. There's nothing for me to complain about. Everything's experienced. I have no regrets. I just don't have any regrets. What's the point? Why am I going to focus on something I don't want? All I want to talk about is things I do want. Manifest the things I do want, because that's the thing that's like, yeah, being around that makes me feel good versus focusing on things that don't make me feel good. So, that's why I tell women, it's not about, going out and freestyling and trying to, snag a man to pick you. It's about going out for yourself because you pick you. You going out enjoying yourself. Go watch a movie by yourself. Go eat dinner by yourself. Do things for you. You want to get in the habit of being around wealth, go to those areas and just be like, how would it feel if I was in this area, if I lived down this street? And you just put it in that imagination. What if I actually did live down this street? How will that make me feel? And you start feeling so good. And you're like, wow, I feel amazing right now. Wow, this is amazing. And you actually visualize yourself. I live down the street from the neighborhood I want to be in. Forget about the neighborhood you live in right now. Visualize the neighborhood you want to be in and just be happy about seeing yourself there. God already knows what you want. Your energy knows what you want, what you desire. So when you focus on that, you're more likely to attract it. When a woman feels broken, she attracts broken energy, broken people, broken men, whatever. But when she feels rich, she feels wealthy, she feels that. The energy, you know what? Energy literally will align people to her that match that energy, situations to her that match the energy, people to her that match that energy. It is all energy. This is what it's all about. Once women understand who she is, her power, that the only person she can control is her. You can't control anybody else. You can't even control children. You can't control no. You know, if you're looking for control, that's why people get pets, right? They want to control the pets because they're like, you eat what I feed you. You know, they want. That's why they get pets. They want to have something they can control. And even then, sometimes these pets will lash out, right? But the only person you really can control is you. You can't control nobody else. It's a lot of work trying to control somebody else. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm telling you right now. Like it's just too much work. But when you focus on you, you want to go to an event because you want to go to that event, not because you feel like you're going to meet somebody, because you want to go there because you want to have fun, you want to enjoy yourself, and that's it. It's all about you. You wake up and it's all about me, 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 me. I'm not going to try to control this person. I'm not going to try to do this. All I can focus is on me. This is why I don't even promote, a woman being in the workforce, because it's like you're always going to be around somebody else's energy that wants to bring you down, right? And mind you, it's just so much easier when you're just focusing on yourself. That's it. It's so much easier. That's it. It's so much easier. That's how I feel. When you focus on yourself, I'm telling you right now, you don't have time for negativity. You don't have time to see what someone is not doing. You don't have time for that. You don't find yourself in arguments. You don't find yourself in negative situations. You don't find yourself in that because you're like, you know what? I'm going to protect me. I'm going to protect my peace, my energy, and my sanctuary. That's what you're going to do. That's what a woman needs to learn to do. Believe me, this is something that you try each and every day, one day at a time. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I think it's easier when you focus on yourself. When I think about it, it is a lot easier when you focus on yourself. It is. You know, that's how I feel. Focusing on me has been the best thing I could ever do because I was trying to focus on trying to help other people and I was backfired. And it just took a lot of energy out of me. It took a lot of energy out of me. And sometimes I got to step away so I can recollect myself. Sometimes I got to do that. I got to step away. Naturally, people who are not in line with you they'll disappear. That it will just happen. Something will happen that they will just, you know, they will just disappear. It's easier. Everything in life happens for a reason. Everything. Everything. I'm telling you right now, everything. Good, bad, sad, happy, doesn't matter. Everything happens for a reason. Find out what that reason is. Maybe you weren't focusing on yourself too much. Maybe you were focusing on somebody else trying to make you feel good. Whatever it is, everything happens for a reason. That's how I see it. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I'm telling you, it's just, it's better that way. You want something? Focus on you. Focus on you. That's what you can do. Focus on you. But going out of your way to try to find somebody to pick you, it's gonna make you a pick me. You're gonna focus on them so much because you're gonna give them that power to make you feel good. I'm sorry, I'm not giving nobody the power to make me feel good. I'm not doing that. I make me feel good. That's the most important person right now. How I feel. Now, if you want to focus on negativity, by all means. But for women who actually want to attract greatness in her life, it starts with her. She literally has to learn how to be more selfish and focus on her because that's what makes you happy. Just like I seen that little child in the bank today. He didn't care. He's like, I want this to make me feel happy. I need it right now, whatever. And finally, he got what he wanted. He was good. He was chilled. He was quiet the whole time until they left. Imagine if women were doing that. Why am I going to focus on this guy? Why am I going to do that? Why am I so desperate to focus on being in a relationship with a man who can take care of me? I got to take care of me first. And then when you start focusing on you, that's when people around you want to or gravitate towards that. They're like, wow, I want to be a part of that. I want to feel that energy. And it's up to you who you allow in your circle, who you allow in your vibration. It's up to you. When you focus on yourself, it's so much easier. I'm telling you right now, it's a lot easier. You don't have to worry about, oh, let me call, this guy. I haven't heard from him. Let me do this. Let me do that. You don't gotta do none of that because you're so focused on you. Exactly. When you're focused, thank you, Satu. Thank you for understanding what I'm saying. When you focus on yourself, everything that you're looking for will come to you. You don't even have to think about when is it coming. You don't, that's not because the moment you say, I don't, I want this, you're already saying you don't have it. Say to yourself, I already have it. I already have it because I am that. Me, myself, and I. If we understood the power that we possess, we wouldn't have to. You wouldn't see any. Women giving it away because she'd be so. She'd be doing everything she could to protect it. She'll protect that energy. She'll protect that because it's very. That's you literally got to be selfish. Is her information going to make me feel good about me? If somebody's information that's happening to them is not going to make you feel good about yourself, then it's like you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing. Literally, there's nothing I can do to help somebody feel good about themselves. Nothing. And I'm not going to try. That's a lot of work. I know. Try and tell somebody, hey, girl, love yourself. Love yourself, girl. Love yourself. And you could care less. I'm sorry. I'm going to love me then. Because that's all I could do. I'm going to love me. That's, you know, however it sounds, I'm going to love me. You know, as women, we attract, we don't hunt. When you know and love yourself, that energy will attract the right people and opportunities. Period. Baby queen, period. Oh, this is what I'm talking about right here. Period, girl. Period. This is what I'm talking about. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. I get so hyped. I get so hyped. I get so excited. Especially when somebody understands what I'm saying. Understand it because this is my point. This is exactly my point. I'm telling you, it's just oh man. Woo! Oh, Alchemy, you are so welcome, boo. I'm telling y'all, I finally understood what it was because like Every time I go out, don't get me wrong. There are times where I'm focusing on me, but at the same time, I always had that in the back of my mind, like, will somebody pick me? Look how I look. I look good. I'm feeling myself. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. And I realized it. I said, wow. I literally realized it today. What I was doing. I was trying to go out of my way. And it was a lot of work. And I'm a very lazy person. Okay? I'm a very lazy person. Shoot. Like I said, I'm the only person who would hire me. I'm telling you, I'm too lazy to go to do things that is just gonna. That's just because to me, I remember I seen this in a video. My girl shares to me. She goes, ladies, if it's something, how was it? If it's something that's easy for you, then it's natural for you. If it's something that's hard, then it's not natural for you. So I know, you know what I mean? Everything starts with me, my inner work, how I feel about myself will literally attract the right or doesn't matter, whatever person around me. That's number one. That is number one. I'm telling you right now, ladies, you gotta literally have that type of energy. Like I come first. I matter. Forget about who I matter. Okay? Somebody has something to say, somebody has some feeling some type of way. You don't engage. Because like I said, I wouldn't even know if somebody was trying to argue with me because I'd be so absorbed with myself. I'd be thinking about me. I'm like, damn, this person arguing by themselves. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what? Please. I'm telling you, you know, exactly. Exactly. It is. Inner work is foundational. Exactly. You can't success. The crazy thing is, you know, they make they make it so they make they tainted the word gold digging so bad when really it's about a woman who's out for her self-interest. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because if she's not thinking about her self-interest, who will? Who will? So they taint the word gold digger so women will feel afraid to even think about being selfish, to think about being, you know, protect herself, and to actually be out here thinking like, yeah, I am. Yes, exactly. They want to make it sound so terrible, but it's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with thinking of, you know, protecting that peace, knowing that it's okay if you want to be with somebody who can provide that financial security. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, they want to make women feel terrible for even thinking that she would want a man to provide for her. God forbid a woman not want to work. God forbid a woman say, I don't want to work. God forbid she say something like that. God forbid she says, yeah, I'd rather have a man that can pay for everything. God forbid she say that. Oh, how dare you? How dare you say you want a man to pay for everything? How dare you? Oh, you disgust me. Oh. I was like, well, I don't disgust me. True. In fact, I celebrate me every day. You got a problem? That sounds like a you problem. That ain't my problem. How you feel about me ain't my problem. It's not even my business. How you feel about me? Please. Okay? Exactly. You have to surround yourself with people that have the same standards of value as you. And if there isn't anybody around you, then be your own standard. Be your own value. Be your own energy. Be your own best friend. Be that. You can't fail when you put yourself first, ladies. You can't fail. Shoot. You say, I see the truth in title. I think I've had the wealthiest man approach me when I least expected it. When you have beauty and exude femininity, you don't have to freestyle or flaunt it. Period. You don't have to do nothing. Just put that energy for you. And somebody happens to be around that to grace your presence, to be able to feel that, then you know what? By all means, they're lucky. They're lucky. Shoot. You're lucky you got to be in my presence, sir. You lucky. But I'm just so focused on me right now that I'm telling you right now, is the best thing I could have ever done for myself. That's it. That's it. That's this only thing that matters. Focus on you. If anyone could take, especially women, because that is who my channel is geared to. You can take away from this message. You, yourself, and you. Just like I would say, me, myself, and I, because that's all that matters. And it's unfortunate that I'm not even gonna focus on the unfortunate. I'm gonna focus on the fortunate. I'm gonna focus on the energy and people that actually feel the same way. That's it. You know, that's it. That's it. This is what it is. Your presence, your presence, ladies. You bless somebody with your presence. When you do your makeup, you do it for you because you like the way you look in that. When you wear that dress, you do it for you because you like the way you're wearing that. You do everything for you because that is who matters. Instead of somebody always wearing t-shirts like so and so matters, so I matter. How about that? I matter. I'm gonna wear a t-shirt that says I matter. That's it. They'd be like, oh shoot, she really self-centered. Man, she only think about as I should. Cause I matter. That's why I matter. I walk around with my head held up high because I said I matter. And that's the point. You can't focus on how somebody else is acting or how they're not doing. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you at all. It's if something happens to somebody, hey, you know what? I'm sorry that happened to you. But honestly, right now, all I gotta do, I just gotta focus on myself. That's it. That's all I want to do. Focus on me because that's who matters right now. That's it. Imagine if more women were doing that. Shouldn't be so caught up and trying to find love outside herself. She wouldn't be so caught up doing that. She wouldn't be caught up with like, oh, I need this person to make me feel good about me. Make yourself feel good first. That's it. Make yourself feel good first. Anyways, I just wanted a quick message. I just really and truly like at the end of the day, and everyone's gonna do whatever they want. But the goal is to treat yourself like the prize, ladies. At the end of the day, you gotta treat yourself like the prize. Focus on what makes you happy. And only talk about the things that make you happy. That's it. I literally had to tune out. Even if it's a video that pops into my feed, if it has nothing to do with making me feel good about myself, I'm not watching it. Literally. I just I push those buttons, not interested. Boom. And I just literally watch the things that's alignment with the message that I feel towards myself. That's it. I even had to I can't tell you the last time I actually watched TV regularly. It's just movies. Even when I go up into the condo, whatever the case is, I don't look at the news because it has nothing to do with me. There's nothing positive on there. I don't read newspapers, nothing. Anything that's gonna talk about something negative, I just can't afford it in my vibration, because and then it makes me shift my energy. It shifts my energy when I focus on something negative. So I don't pay attention to it. I don't watch it. If I don't need to, I won't. I just focus on what's gonna make me feel good, and just go with that energy. That's it. Period. That's it. That's it. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. People tend to respect you more when you put yourself first. And they can't stand that. They can't stand somebody who has that energy, like, yeah, it's only about me. It's like, God forbid you think like that. Well, I don't feel no ways about it. And I'm just gonna keep it, that's it. That's how I'm doing it. Okay. Anyways, you said, how do you join the channel? It should have, there should be some type of description there. Honestly, I can't even tell you, because I don't even know. I don't even know. I want to say there's a way you can do it through. If you look at one of my older any video underneath this one, you will see the option to join. You know, you said, hey, you said, oh my God, Mr. Live, can you say what freestyling is a waste and what should we be doing instead? So basically, what I said is freestyling is a waste of time, because it's teaching women that she needs to go out of her way to find something outside of herself, when really what she should be doing is focusing on herself, not focusing on being in the right place at the right time or anything like that, but just see herself and go to the place that makes her feel good for her, not because she's looking for somebody to pick her, but for her. That's what women need to do. Focus on themselves. Don't freestyle because you trying to attract. You got to focus on your own happiness. What makes you feel good? If it's eating some fine cuisine, then go eat it. And like I said, make love to the food. Like, as if nobody else is around you. You're taking each, not even your phone. You're just taking each bite, and you're taking it in, because you're like, ooh, child, it feels good. This meal feels good. It's hitting it right now. Mm. That's the point. Instead of us being taught, oh, go be here, go to a high-end bar and sit there. And then you're wasting all this money, and you're just like, what? Only go if you're really going there for you. You're not focusing on any man or couples or anyone else outside of you. Just focus on you. And that is the point of my message today. Focus on you. You can't go wrong, and you can't fail when you focus on you. Okay? You know, you said freestyle is basically chasing a man. I never realized it before. Getting the bag from the man is nice, but as time goes on, sometimes you just need to be in your own peace. And you know what? There's nothing that feels good than sleeping like a baby at night, knowing that there's no one who can interrupt your peace unless you allow them to. My peace means everything to me. My sanctuary means everything to me. My mindset means everything. Because the things, y'all, I tell you what, things is already happening. Things are already working out for me. Just by the moment of me shifting my mindset, things have just been. I can't even tell y'all how good things have been going. Woo, y'all, man, I tell you what. Oh, whew, I just feel good. And that's the energy women need to be in. Feel good, ladies. Because what you want is already coming to you. Believe me when I say this to you. It is coming to you. Don't doubt it. Don't have any doubts. Don't even have any negative thoughts. Just know it's what is for you will be for you. There's power in knowing that. You're never going to miss out on anything that's meant for you. Period. Sometimes God will take something away just to give you something better. So understand that. You deserve the best. Strive for the best, because you are the best. Period. Shoot. Hey.
Okay. Anyways, ladies, until next time, ladies, stay dusty free. Okay. All right. Stay dusty free. And as always, ladies, stay divine.